The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioners' Reports is a headline news podcast provided in part by the Calvert County Communications and Media Relations Division. Commissioners' Reports provides highlights from the Calvert County Board of County Commissioners, county government departments, and key government agencies. Commissioners' Reports covers regional happenings affecting Calvert County citizens, upcoming community events, and news. Hello and welcome to Commissioners' Reports. I'm your host, Kevin G. Schmidt. In this week's Calvert County Board of Commissioners meeting with Calvert County senators and delegation, presentation of requests for local legislation. The commissioner system is the oldest form of county government in Maryland. Commissioner counties only have those powers specifically granted to them by the state, and those implicitly needed to exercise those express powers. 7 items were approved by Calvert County commissioners for submission to request state legislation. Those items included authorizing an individual who is employed by a county or municipality in the state to perform marine contractor services while in the performance of the duties of their employment without having to obtain a marine contractor license under certain circumstances. Directing and allocating the Calvert County hotel tax revenue to a tourism grant fund that may be used to cover county special event fees and to go towards marketing Calvert County to visitors. Authorizing the county commissioners to establish, following a public hearing, a local preference when awarding procurement contracts. Bond authority for Calvert County for capital projects starting in FY 2023. Provision for multi-year contracts in certain circumstances. Adding Calvert County to the list of counties in which the Department of Natural Resources may allow a person to hunt on each Sunday of the game bird and game mammal season. Make no changes to the compensation packages of local elected officials, except as recommended by the Compensation Review Board. Senator Bailey, Senator Jackson, Delegate Clark, Delegate Fisher, and Delegate Jones were present in person and virtually to discuss the items ahead of the 2022 Maryland State Legislative Session. Proclamations. Greg Bowen Recognition. Mr. Bowen has been selected by the Maryland Department of Planning as the 2021 Maryland Sustainable Growth Award recipient in Leadership and Service. The Leadership and Service Award is an honor given to those for their activities and accomplishments that advance public appreciation, understanding, and involvement in promoting smart growth and sustainable communities at the local, regional, or state level. Public hearing. Department of Community Resources, Cdbg CARES Act funding, Round 2 program reallocations. On October 2, 2020, the Department of Community Resources applied for a Community Development Block Grant, Cdbg, from the Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development, DHCD, for Federal CARES Act funding Phase 2. Calvert County government was awarded $600,000 for rental assistance through the Cdbg program. Since the award, the county was awarded an additional $1.9 million in emergency rental assistance program funds to meet the needs of citizens. Spending ERAP funds was a priority for the state, and the county was asked to reallocate Cdbg rental assistance funds to other priority projects. Maryland's Department of Housing and Community Development approved a reallocation of the unspent Cdbg rental assistance dollars to the following programs. Homeless Client Case Manager and Supplies through Lifestyles of Maryland, Inc. for $113,104.27. Number 2, Housing Counseling with the Southern Maryland Tri-County Community Action Committee Incorporated for $50,000. Number 3, Vulnerable Older Adult Case Managers at the Office on Aging, $280,000. $96,895.73 was spent in rental assistance with this program before reallocations. The remaining $60,000 in funds can remain in rental assistance until a more pressing need is identified. Commissioners voted and approved to keep the record open for 10 days. After 10 days, staff will return to the BOCC to request approval of the budget adjustment. Director of Community Resources Budget Adjustment for In-Hunger Warehouse Project. This fall, the Department of Community Resources coordinated an application for $565,000 of additional Community Development Block Grant funding from the Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development. This funding was for the continued construction of a 21,000 square foot commercial grade food storage and distribution center at 6021 Solomons Island Road in Huntingtown. In order to proceed with the project and continue funding, the BOCC must approve a budget adjustment and a sub-recipient agreement with In-Hunger. Budget Adjustment 127 has been reviewed for legal sufficiency by the County Attorney's Office. The BOCC voted and approved to keep the record open for 10 days. After 10 days, staff will return to the BOCC to request approval of the budget adjustment. Department of Community Resources, FY 2022 Emergency Rental Assistance Program Grant Agreements. In May of 2021, Calvert County government was awarded $1,801,998 in Emergency Rental Assistance Program funding by the Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development to aid Calvert County households with emergency rental assistance and related housing stability services. To date, the Department of Community Resources, in partnership with Lifestyles of Maryland, Inc., and the Southern Maryland Tri-County Community Action Committee, Inc., has expended all ERAP funds for direct financial assistance. On December 17, 2021, the DHCD awarded Calvert County government with the second round of ERAP funding, totaling $1,239,878. A new grant agreement with the DHCD and sub-grantee agreement are required for this new round of funding for emergency rental assistance to eligible households. Due to the amount of grant funding involved, a budget adjustment with a public hearing and resolution are required by the Board of County Commissioners. After no public comment was received, Commissioners voted to close the record and approved and adopted the resolution enacting Budget Adjustment 137. Award: Employee of the Month, Barbara Warner, Public Safety Grant Writer, was selected as the December 2021 Employee of the Month. Appointments: Kelly Friedman, Cedric White, Lisa Sanders, and Monty Sutter were appointed to the Calvert Marine Museum Board of Governors. Charles Jackson and John Weigel were reappointed to the Calvert Marine Museum Board of Governors. Kelly Walls was reappointed to the Housing Authority of Calvert County. William Bass, Thomas E. Dugan, and Robert Evans were reappointed to the Historic District Commission. Office of the County Administrator, 2022 Committee Nominations. Each year, the Maryland Association of Counties requests each county to provide the names of members and alternates to serve on the MACO Legislative Committee. In addition, the board historically evaluated the appointment of its members to other various boards and committees following selection of the board's president. Board members also serve as members to 19 other boards and commissions, including the Calvert Collaborative for Children and Youth, the Calvert Marine Museum Board of Governors, and Circle, the Economic Development Authority, and many others. Due to Commissioner Hutchins' resignation midterm, Commissioners voted to appoint Buddy Hance as the nominee and Commissioner Chris Gadway as alternate. Commissioners also voted and appointed Director Shannon Nizal to the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board. Old Business. Office of the County Attorney, Calvert's Police Accountability Board and Administrative Charging Committee. County Attorney John Norris presented findings from the second public town hall and comment period that closed on December 15, 2021, on the second draft of the Calvert County Police Accountability Board and Administrative Charging Committee resolution. After discussion and review of the County Attorney's recommendations based upon community feedback, Commissioners adopted staff's recommendations. A virtual and in-person public hearing for community input on the updated draft is scheduled for January 25, 2022, 7 p.m. at the Harriet Elizabeth Brown Community Center. For the latest information on the Police Accountability Board and Administrative Charging Committee, visit calvertcountymd.gov/PAB. New business, Department of Planning and Zoning. Application to expand Calvert County's rural legacy areas. The Transferable Development Right Committee, TDR Committee, at the direction of the BOCC, began looking into efforts to improve/expand land preservation efforts. As part of that effort, an expansion of Calvert County's North Calvert and Calvert Creek's rural legacy areas was proposed. The expansion focused on Tier 4 properties of adequate size to participate in the Rural Legacy RL program. The expansion further focused on areas within the Priority Preservation Area, PPA, and lands contiguous to the existing RLAs. Addition to the RLAs will not negatively impact the properties and serves only to provide the option of participating in the RL program. The expansion was approved by the Agricultural Preservation Advisory Board, APAB, on December 6, 2021. The expansion must also be approved by the BOCC. In order to facilitate their expansion, Planning and Zoning has coordinated with RC&D and is seeking to incorporate the expansion into their FY 2023 Rural Legacy Grant application. After discussion, Commissioners approved expanding Calvert's rural legacy areas and authorized the Board President to sign the letter endorsing RC&D's application. Department of Finance and Budget, FY 2023 Staff Recommended Capital Improvement Plan for the Board of Education. Finance and Budget and Commissioners reviewed the Board of Education's FY 2023 through FY 2028 6-year CIP staff recommended budget request totaling $95,851,850. This amount reflects a 6% decrease from the FY 2022-FY 2027 6-year adopted budget. Another change is the prior year 6-year CIP projected design costs for the replacement of Northern Middle School to begin in FY 2025. The new projections for Northern Middle School replacement now have the bulk of the design costs moving up into FY 2024. The costs for construction remain in the same years. No action was requested or taken by Commissioners during the informational presentation. The CIP presentation and review process is ongoing for all county departments. Department of Finance and Budget, Board of Education Budget Adjustment. The Board of Education, BOE, requested the Board of County Commissioners approval of a budget adjustment for federal awards and other programs that were not outlined in the BOE's operating budget in fiscal year 2022, as well as increases and decreases in state construction funding. New restricted state and federal grants and awards are available for trauma and behavioral health, CDC contact tracing, and fine arts. The BOE proposed allocating those grants and awards to the following categories: salaries and wages, textbooks/supplies, health services, fixed charges, and other instructional costs. After discussion, the BOCC approved staff's recommendation, and the BOE's budget adjustment was approved. The next regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of County Commissioners will be held January 25th, 2021 at 10 a.m. In other Calvert County local news, the Linda L. Kelly Animal Shelter capacity is at 109 animals, including 9 guinea pigs and 3 rabbits. The Calvert County Department of Public Works Solid Waste Division will host free paper shredding events for county residents and businesses to help prevent identity theft by destroying confidential or sensitive documents. The following shred events will be held from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., rain or shine. Saturday, January 22nd at Northern Middle School, located at 2954 Cheneyville Road in Owings. Saturday, February 26th at Huntingtown High School, located at 4125 Solomons Island Road in Huntingtown. Saturday, March 26th at the Appeal Landfill, located at 401 Sweetwater Road in Lusby. Proof of residency or business location is required. The Calvert County Redistricting Committee has set its meeting schedule through early February to consider the boundaries for Calvert County Commissioner election districts. Redistricting is the process of changing election district boundaries. The 9-member Redistricting Committee is formed following the decennial census and is charged with reviewing and recommending county commissioner election districts and boundaries to account for population changes. The next meeting for the Calvert County Redistricting Committee is January 14th at 3 p.m. The public may attend either in person or virtually through Zoom. For more information, visit calvertcountymd.gov/3014/redistricting committee. FCC Affordable Connectivity Program. The Board of County Commissioners advises citizens that the Federal Communication Commission, FCC, has launched the Affordable Connectivity Program. The new long-term benefit will help lower the costs of broadband service for eligible households struggling to afford internet service. The $14 billion Affordable Connectivity Program provides a discount of up to $30 per month toward broadband service for eligible households and up to $75 per month for qualifying households on qualifying tribal lands. The benefit also applies to a $100 per household discount toward a one-time purchase of a computer, laptop, or tablet if the household contributes more than $10 and less than $50 toward the purchase through a participating broadband provider. More information is available online at acpbenefit.org. Calvert County's annual Safe Nights program, providing winter shelter for people without housing, will run December 19, 2021 through February 27, 2022. Host shelters will provide a warm bed and breakfast, a bag lunch, and dinner. Shelter hours are 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. 7 days a week. Safe Nights is working with the Calvert County Health Department to safely operate with precautions to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Program volunteers will provide instructions throughout program registration and participation. Those in need of shelter before Safe Nights open can receive assistance by contacting the Department of Social Services at 443-550-6900, the Department of Public Safety at 410-535-1600, option number 6, during regular business hours, or the Calvert County Emergency Communications non-emergency line at 410-535-3491 after hours. The Calvert County Board of County Commissioners announces county offices will be closed Monday, January 17, 2022, in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. For a full list of closures, visit the News and Announcements section of the county website at www.calvertcountymd.gov. The Board of County Commissioners honors the life and legacy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. As Dr. King said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Whether through volunteerism, public service, or acts of kindness, giving to others, especially when it's most difficult to do, offers us the opportunity to make a difference in our community. In these turbulent times, let us honor the life of this extraordinary man by acting upon the ideals of peace, compassion, and service that he exemplified. That concludes our broadcast. The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioners Reports is a headline news podcast provided in part by the Calvert County Communications and Media Relations Division. Stay current with other news in Calvert County by following and liking the Calvert County Government's Facebook page at facebook.com/Calvert County MD, on Instagram at Calvert Broadcast, on YouTube, youtube.com/Calvert County Gov, and our official website, www.calvertcountymd.gov. Thank you.